Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Philly.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein. And my locker room youth movement producer, Danny Ryan, and intern Andrew Leeds. Easter Sunday morning. Happy Easter to everybody out there. And good morning there, Mr. Andrew Leeds. How are you?
I'm doing well, Billy. How are you doing on
All
this
right.
Easter Sunday?
Well, I got my Sunday best on. Good morning.
Good morning, Billy. How you doing? You got your
I got
Easter
a
pink?
Look, I got it. If you want to check us out, we're on. Go to my my website, thelockerroombillyschwein.com, and we're streaming on the StreamYard on my YouTube channel. And look, I got I got a pink button down. Spring colors.
You
right
should have
here.
sent me the memo or something. I have a nice pink polo, bright pink I could have worn.
I didn't think I had to tell you guys it's Easter Sunday. You should be dressed up, man.
No
I
way.
figured, the color of this Kelly Green Eagle shirt was Easter enough,
And
look at bright colors.
Look at our boy Andrew Leeds. He's got
Yeah.
the Fanatic hat on. Check him out
BP hat,
there.
baby.
The official batting practice hat. As soon as I saw this, when they posted a picture of it online, I knew I had to get it. I mean, it's a perfect hat. I mean, the Fanatic's wearing a Phillies hat on a Phillies hat.
That's
What more
pretty
could you
cool,
ask?
man.
How much you want to bet Bryce Harper had some part in the design of that?
Oh,
hat?
100%.
Guys, I got to tell you, man, while it's been a really tough weekend so far, the Braves are a good team, huh?
You think?
Surprise.
Like, is their offense, like, there's no holes in their offense.
It's brutal.
And our pitching staff, the Philadelphia Phillies pitching staff, has surrendered 32 hits in 2 games, 4 home runs. And that Atlanta Braves team, I think they're for real this year. And the Phillies can't fall too far behind. They better straighten it out today. And yesterday, I'm watching the game. You get all excited. You get home. The game was at 4:05. It was a little bit of a rain delay. And you get yourself ready to watch the game. And then it starts like that. I saw Mike Gill. He was on X. And he said something about him drinking. I said, he was drinking a beer. I said, you're going to have to watch this team. You're going to need a lot more of that.
Yeah.
He said, relax. It's only the second game. Guess what? I don't care if it's a second game or not, guys. It doesn't. 9-3, 12-4.
Yeah.
Like, I could see if we lost 5-3 or 3-1 in 2 games, and they were a pitching duel, and one was like 7-4 is not even bad, even if it was 7-4. But the way they got beat the last 2 games, not good.
I mean, Nola goes 4 1/3, allowing 12 hits, 7 earned, 1 walk, only 3 Ks.
Right.
I had a weird feeling that he wasn't going to be good yesterday. I let a few people convince me to take his over in strikeouts. I'm like, you know what? I'll throw $5 on it, whatever. And I was right. I mean, he did not look good yesterday. Even Max Fried, partly due to injury, he had a weird little slide on the foul ball that was off of Alec Boehm's foot.
I saw that.
He wasn't good to begin with.
He wasn't good before that.
But still, I mean, they're not going to just pull him for no reason after just 3 earned runs, 2 hits. Typically, if he's got the stuff, if he's not beat up, then they will let him go and try and figure it out. But he was a little hurt.
They got Strider. We don't know what Charlie Morton looks like. We don't know what Chris Casale is going to do.
Right.
But the bottom line is it doesn't matter because their best part of that about their pitching staff is their hitting.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Ronald Acuna gets 3 hits.
Come on, man.
I mean,
Ozzie Albies 3.
Yeah, eventually the Phillies, they got to Strider. I mean, Marsh got a homer. They got a couple hits off of him. And I will say the only good thing I could say about this Phillies team so far, Zach Wheeler was lights out as always.
Yeah, and they let him down, of course.
Yeah, of course. I mean, 6 solid innings, a couple hits, but no, stranded a bunch of runners. It's a shame.
It just, I mean, like, I know it's only game 2, but you want to see a competitive game.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a blowout, and it takes the crowd right out of it.
It does.
It just took the crowd right out of it.
I mean, the first inning was electric when Stott had that opposite field hit. They took the lead 3-2. I was at the game, so it was awesome. And obviously, there's a little bit of a scare in the first inning when Bryce Harper goes flipping over the railing into the camera.
What is he doing?
Yeah, he needs to have a better hold. I mean, I love to see it. I love to see the passion, the energy, but I mean, you got to have a better hold of yourself when it's game 2 of 160.
Right. You know what it reminded me of last year? His first game at first base in Cleveland.
Remember
he goes diving over the railing, catches it, and it was like, wow, what a play. He's a natural there, but it's also, okay, don't hurt yourself in the process, big guy.
All right, so we got the Phillies to talk about, and of course, at the bottom of the first hour, we're back again with our good buddy Tommy Greene, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Every Sunday throughout the baseball season, we'll go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Markets, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Just mention the locker room. You'll get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Market in Ocean City. Now, guys, I have a present for you.
I wonder what it could be.
I have 12 ounces of liquid sunshine for you, Dan. Danny.
I'll take that for you. Thank you very much.
The studio.
Andrew Leeds, the intern. Here I'm holding up the Blitz's. It says Blitz's right on the 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. And I have mine. We can crack it open.
Let's do it. Ready? Hold on. You
Right
got
now,
to hold up the bottle to the mic so they hear the crack.
To the mic. We got the Blitz's Markets juice right there. We're all cracking it open right there. There we go.
There we go.
All right,
Well, I got to shake mine up a little bit, actually. Hold on.
Shake it up a little bit. This is good, right?
There we go.
Oh, is
Man.
that good or what?
Just what you need on
That like
Easter
electrifies. Maybe the Phillies ought to drink Blitz's orange juice.
You know, I'm typically
Get
not
them juiced up.
right. They need to get juiced up, bro. No, I'm typically not a pulp guy, but this is good.
This
This
No.
is very
I'm
good. I
telling
mean, it's
you,
so
man.
fresh.
It's not an it feels natural. It's not like an
natural.
overwhelming.
That's a good
amount of
point.
pulp.
Natural. I go to Blitz's Market. I went there yesterday and talked to Dave Newman. They do a great job down there. The Blitz's mama is there. Kathy and all the girls. They do a great job. but I said I got to have the liquid sunshine for my fellas.
Nothing's like freshly squeezed orange juice. Like
Yeah.
even down the shore, if you get the orange crushes or you get the grapefruit crushes, whatever they be,
This is delicious.
it's so much better if they're not making it with the juice they get from the store and they're just squeezing it right in front of you. And that's what Blitz's Market does with their orange juice. So.
All right, now we got to
very
talk
good.
about the Flyers. Man, I'll tell you what, if I wasn't in first place in this NCAA bracket pool, I'd be very upset right now.
I mean, think about how much difference a week makes. I mean, last Saturday we were on a high of beating the Bruins for the
Right?
first time in 3 years, and they haven't won since, have they?
No, I know, and I know they've got like Sealers out. Stahl I don't know why Delorier's been a healthy scratch. That guy, when he's in the lineup, they win.
Yeah.
He provides a toughness. Why is he getting scratched? Stahl's been getting scratched. It's
Obviously,
not working.
Couturier still looks a little like down on himself, not focused out there either.
Well,
Yeah,
you
good
know,
job,
I mean, he
Forts.
gets. By the way, Biz. We had Paul Bizinet on yesterday.
Mhm.
He's an analyst for the NHL on TNT in the studio analyst, and he said that he was questioning that move.
Yeah.
Tortorella's been able to push all the right buttons, but up until now, he's not talking to certain people in the media. He's kind of like very standoffish, if you ask me.
I told you about this last week, Billy. I'm over it, man. I am
I
so
think he's wearing
over
thin
it.
on me, man.
It just doesn't make any sense. I get it. You want to be this tough guy, have this tough act, but that only works when you're winning ball games, or in this case, when you're winning hockey games. I don't understand how you can go and lose the Canadians 4-1 and lose the Blackhawks 5-1 and still act like that in press conferences.
Now you look at the standings now. The Capitals have moved into that third spot in the Metropolitan. They have 82 points. The Flyers have 82, except for they have
The tiebreaker.
Yeah, they have a few less losses than we do.
Yeah.
So they need to win tomorrow. They got the Islanders. I'm looking at the schedule here down the stretch. The Flyers have New York on Monday, and the Capitals have Boston. They had Boston last night. What do they do with Boston? We got to look up that score. And then the Capitals have Buffalo on Tuesday, and then Pitt on Thursday. So the Flyers, man, they got to start getting some points.
They lost 3-2 to the
They
Bruins.
lost
by the
3-2 to
way.
the
That's big.
Bruins.
7 games left, Billy. You mentioned the Islanders on Monday, so I'm going to
Right.
read off the rest of their opponents to
Yeah,
you. I want
yep.
you to give me the record in these remaining 7 games.
Okay.
Islanders on Monday, Sabres on April 5th, Friday. Yeah, after Monday, they don't play, or tomorrow, I should say. They don't play till Friday against the Sabres. They're on the road.
Right.
So Islanders, Sabres, Blue Jackets, Canadians, Rangers, Devils, Capitals.
They have to
Last
go,
game of the
that's
season,
what's that,
Capitals, by
7
the way.
games left? That's
7 games left.
They got it. I think they have to go at least 5-2.
Wow, that's a big
Or
ask.
How about 4-3-1?
That's what I was going to say.
I,
Maybe
I-
throw
I-
in
I
a-
could see that more, but either one, I feel like with how they're playing recently is a big ask. I mean, you get the win over the Bruins, huge win last Saturday, And then you lose to the Panthers. Okay, you can kind of understand that. They're a decent team. You lose the Rangers. Okay, whatever. But losses to the Canadians and Blackhawks at this point in the season, you're fighting for a playoff spot. It's unacceptable.
This might come down to the very last game of the season because they play the
Capitals. Yep.
I mean, so it's setting the stage for what could be a fun last week and a half.
Yeah, because it's not an easy schedule. I mean, it's not like the craziest schedule in the world, but having to face the Rangers, the Devils, again, the Capitals to close the season.
Right.
It's a tough 3-game stretch. They're gonna have to,
And then of course we'll talk some basketball, NCAA. I'm in first place in the league. In our bracket, first place, and I'm 2 points ahead of the next.
Fess up. Who helped you with it? All right.
No,
who helped you craft that bracket?
I might give you my secret. I just know college basketball.
Oh, he's a ball knower, Danny. Did you not know this?
By the way,
see, I don't trust a word this guy says because every single week Josh Hennig was helping him set his fantasy lineup. Why can't I play this guy? Why can't I play him? Billy, because he's on the IL for the rest of the season. That's why you can't play him.
You know what I think?
It's a nut every once in a
I think
while.
the secret key. I think AG might have helped you with this bracket. I think
her favorite color.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that was the key.
And then, of course, in hour 2, we'll get into some Sixers and some Eagles talk. Hassan Reddick looks like he's done. He went to the Jets.
Yeah, he is done in Philadelphia.
He's done in Philadelphia. So we'll talk about that. We got it all going on today. 2 hours to do it, and it's Easter Sunday. The first hour of the locker room was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, my locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan, and intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Can't wake up without it.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big, not too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate at 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
How would you like to win a free trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida? Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win 5 days and 4 nights in the beautiful Grand Floridian Resort. This prize includes round-trip airfare and park hopper passes. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win. This prize is brought to us by Bernhardt Asset Management. In 2024, Bernhardt Asset Management is taking new clients. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win a free trip to Disney.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard. Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Hey, it's John Marks. It's here. The best time of year. Download the only sportsbook app I ever recommend. Bet Parks and get in on the tournament action. Live bet all the tournament games on the Bet Parks Sportsbook app. Safe, simple, and easy to use. Parlays, teasers, over-unders. Make futures bets on who wins it all. New users make your first winning $10 sports bet and get $125 in sportsbook bonus back in the Bet Parks Sportsbook app. You must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. You love to play. You play to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Joe Conklin here, and I'm excited to cheer on the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parks Casino. Parks Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania, is the official local casino partner of the 76ers. That's right. Two of the best brands in the Philadelphia area are joined together to bring fans what they love most, wins. Remember to tune into 76ers games to get in on the Parks offers for fans. And to see me live at 360 at Parks Casino. Visit parkscasino.com for tickets. This is how you win. You want to over gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, intern Andrew Leeds. It's happy Easter to everyone out there. As the bunny hops around, we're talking sports here in the locker room. We're drinking our Blitz's. How's that orange?
Halfway done.
I got it. Yeah. Right here. You can check it out on YouTube. Go to my website. This is juice. 12 ounce of liquid sunshine. I can't wait to talk to Tommy Greene because, like I said a few minutes ago, the Philadelphia, the Braves as a team, ready? This in the 2 games, 32 hits, 10 doubles, 14 extra base hits. All right. You think they're mad that they lost to the Phillies in the playoffs?
Well, I was in the locker room on Friday, and I asked Travis d'Arnaud, who obviously now is going to have to fill in for Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy, their catcher, strained his oblique on his second at-bat of the season, and he's going to go in the IL. And I asked him, I said, because he mentioned right before, after he was asked a question just about, the atmosphere, the crowd being in Philadelphia. He said, it's always nice to come here and get a win, especially after they sent us home last year. And I go, you spoke on them sending you home last year. Was there any extra motivation or just extra push to try and win this series after how things ended last year? He goes, I wouldn't say any extra motivation, but, it's always nice to come in here and
here's
win a big game.
Here's what I said yesterday to the guys. When Marsh hit that home run in the opening day on Friday, right? Did you see the reaction of the Phillies? They looked like it was Game 6 of the World Series. They were going nuts. It was like it's only Game 1, and we got the whole season ahead of us. Act like you've done it before. Every time the Braves scored, they high-fived each other, but they didn't go nuts.
Right?
Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if that has.
I mean, it's tough because this Phillies team, we love the passion that they show. We love the emotion and the highs of how excited they get for their guys. But I mean, I get what you're saying. It is a bit, and then again, it's the first home run of the season at the bank. I get why they're so excited and all, but yeah, I do think there's definitely a difference between these teams of how they compose themselves in these types of situations.
Also, too, with that home run, it was like they had been struggling the entire game. I was obviously in the ballpark, like I mentioned on Friday. I was there yesterday as well, but not for work. And they were struggling the entire game. They had a runner on second. He was threatening. I forget who the runner was on second. I think it was Bryson Stott. But he was, they were just struggling to get runners on base. He was toying with Strider on second because there was one out. If you let Bryson get to third with one out, Marsh puts one in the air. That's a sac fly easily. So Strider even mentioned after the game, he said, I didn't want him to get to third, especially with one out. So I was keeping an eye on him. I'll say he got in my head a little bit. And then Marsh hit that homer because he wasn't focused on the batter at the plate. And the atmosphere went from 0 to 100 immediately. It was like it was a playoff atmosphere out of nowhere.
And I think the Phillies fans are waiting to bust out. I mean,
for sure.
If the Phillies could just deliver a win in one of those 2 games, the fans, because they made some errors in the field. We were told that they were working on their routine ground ball in game 1.
You got to get in front of that. And he was trying to backhand it and do like an Olay move. You don't do that. Just stick to the fundamentals. It seems like he hasn't learned anything in the field from last season.
And then, of course, Bo makes a really beautiful play in game 1. Then yesterday, he tries to barehand the ball. And those little things in baseball, like when Turner made that error and then Bo made the error. They didn't give him an error. The one it was
it got past him, but I mean, it shouldn't have.
Right, but they didn't give an error. But those 2 pitches, increased because that Wheeler had to pitch more, had to go put probably 15 more pitches on his pitch count.
Exactly.
Because
Like
of those 2
baseball,
errors.
baseball is just such a meticulous sport where, I mean, every little thing
Meticulous.
can play.
Word of the
Meticulous,
day.
yeah, there we go. But yeah, I mean, every little thing makes such a huge difference. Like you said, it just adds pitches to Wheeler's wheel.
Right.
I mean, obviously they didn't score any runs off
No,
of that
it
error.
doesn't matter. But
it doesn't. Yeah,
it
I mean,
increased
Wheeler
his
maybe
pitch
he could
count.
have gone 7, and then maybe the bullpen could have been a little bit stronger instead of falling apart immediately like they did.
And by the way, young guys, the youth movement here, I love the effort that Bryce Harper puts out, but you can't go diving for a ball in game 2 of the season. Like, what was he doing?
Especially one that was that
I love
difficult.
his hustle. I love that. But like you said, Danny, at the break, you got to pick and choose. You can't be doing that in game 2.
The thing is, like, he put his hand out. He knew the railing was there. He was starting to brace himself a little bit, but he didn't slow down at all. If he would have just slowed down a tad, I mean, he knew the railing was there. It wasn't a surprise to him at
Andrew,
all.
I love
Yeah.
the effort.
Like, I'll even say, like, last year, what we talked about during the break, I believe, during his first game at first base when he dove over and caught that foul ball.
In
Like,
Milwaukee.
it was
in
a little,
Milwaukee,
Yeah,
right?
Cleveland.
even though it was
Cleveland.
crazy. Yeah, in Cleveland. It was crazy that he made that play, but, like, you know, he had the ball tracked the whole time. It was a softer jump. Like,
Right.
yesterday, I mean, it was like not even like a 50-50 he was going to catch it. It was like a
No.
20% chance of catching at best. And he just threw caution.
And
to the
that's
wind.
concrete you're falling on too. Like, at least in Cleveland, it wasn't that hard. You had a little bit of, stuff to kind of brace his fall and brace the impact. He fell right into the camera well, which is nothing but concrete right there.
And on a side note, Nicky Earnshaw went to the game last night. You didn't see him. He was working.
He was in the press box.
working,
He
right?
was there and working.
He texted me right after Schwarber gets a hit. He even stole a base,
Yeah.
but they lost.
His first stolen base
He
is
did
the
steal a
World
base.
Series,
Right?
by the way.
He steals. Not only does he steal a base, he steals third.
Sneaky speed right there. I mean,
Come on, man.
I'll tell you this right now. All jokes
Sneaky
aside, he's
speed.
looking so much slimmer, by the
He
way.
does
Have you
look
seen
slimmer.
He
him?
does.
But it didn't translate into a win. Everybody says Schwarber at the top of the order. I still am not convinced. He didn't.
Oh, give me
He
a
got.
break.
I'm not convinced.
The stats should convince you. The winning should convince
he's
you when
batting
he's in the leadoff
They're
spot.
0-2 right now, and he's batting 111.
2 games.
He's got a stolen
All
base.
right,
now.
I have to
You gotta
side
give
with
it a
Mike Gill
series
here.
or two.
I have to side with Mike Gill here and say it's 2 games. Let me ask you
I
this
am
real
kind
quick,
of kidding
though.
around a little bit, but still.
Let me ask you this. Rob Thompson, game 1 goes to Matt Strom first out of the bullpen when it was a lefty, and then 2 righties, and then Jared Kelenic was going to come up 4th in the order if they got a guy on, but they had Adam Duvall on the bench who they clearly were relying on in case they brought in a lefty, and they did just that. They pinch hit Kelenic for Adam Duvall. Did you agree with his decision to bring Strom out of the bullpen first?
Well, here's what I said yesterday. I think they should have brought Wheeler out for the first, at least to go a third of an inning.
He only had 89 pitches.
He only had 89 pitches.
Yeah.
Get that one. Get the first guy. Set the tempo. Then bring in either Hoffman or Strom, depending on what you have.
I would have preferred Hoffman there. I think
I
he was
would have
trying to
preferred
save him for
Hoffman,
late
too.
innings, but still, I mean, then you're forced after Strom doesn't work out. You're
Strom
forced to
had
go
a-
to Alvarado in the 8th,
Right. Alvarado was
and he
horrible.
was awful. I mean, 2/3 of
Yeah.
an inning, 5 earned runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you gotta hope, like, and pray that it's just, that first game of the year. Hopefully, it's just some rust. I
Yeah.
mean, spring training obviously is not live ball like at full speed, but it is definitely worrying. I mean, this bullpen, MLB ranked as the number 1 bullpen going into this year, and then just to immediately blow a
I didn't agree
2-run
with that.
lead. Yeah, I don't think they're the best.
Of course, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market here in a few minutes. And we're going to pick Tommy's brain. Obviously, like you guys and Mike Gill says, it's only game 2, relax. But I love, I want to win, and I want to win at least look good in a loss. Is that possible? Like, they looked horrible.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, the way that
The cold
they
weather
lost,
still affects the Braves the same way it affects us.
100%. And I mean, yeah, getting blown out in the way that they have, especially the first game. I mean, having a 2-0 lead, all the vibes were high, momentum was going the Phillies' way,
Right.
and then just for it to all
See,
fall apart.
Danny, I think the Braves learned. Remember, the shortstop for the Braves is excuse me,
Orlando Arcia.
Arcia. I'm sorry.
He had 3 hits yesterday, too. He was 1 of 5.
Remember how the fans got on him last year?
Attaboy Harper, yeah.
I think you talked to Darno, and he's like, he low keyed it, downplayed a little bit. I think they probably all learned a lesson from last year.
Yeah.
And they came in calm, cool, and collected. They came in, take care of business, and they won 2 games convincingly.
Yeah, and you mentioned at the top of the show, too, the Braves might be the real deal. The past 2 seasons,
They are the real deal. There's not a weakness in their lineup.
The past 2 seasons, it's been that as well, though. I mean, they've looked like the real deal the entire regular season until it comes to playoff
They
time.
all
So
had career years. The top six, 7 guys
exactly
all had career years. You think they're going to then they come out and they blow us out in 2 games. It looks like they have picked up right where they left off.
Matt Olson with 3 doubles in the first game. I mean,
on his birthday.
Yes, turned 30 years old. But do you think, as far as when you say they're the real deal, do you think they could get over that hump? And, maybe it's not the Phillies this season.
Well, it's too early to tell because, let's face it, injuries play.
I know. I'm just really picking your brain as to what you meant
now,
by that.
I mean, after the first 2 games that I saw, watch out.
Yeah, but
because
we've been saying that.
You can't fall too far behind this team this year.
No, you can't.
I think they're on a mission. Let's put it
I
that
think
way.
you should keep it competitive. I don't think it should be a 14-game gap from first to second in the division, from the Phillies and the Braves. But it might be, again, because the Braves lineup is just that stacked, and they own us in the regular season.
They own us in the regular
Spencer
season.
Strider continues to own us in the regular season. So
because I mean,
today Sale against Ranger Suarez. So we got to salvage the series today.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope Ranger could just put out a solid outing today. Only let up a couple runs, a couple hitters. This offense needs to wake up, though. I mean, 2 runs and 4 runs with such a supposedly high-powered offense that this Phillies baseball team has. I mean, it's just not enough, especially against a team like the Braves.
How about Rhys Hoskins yesterday?
Yep.
And the day before, I love it. He's doing the tier was it Paul?
It was McNeil, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil. He's doing the tears to him, and I love that stuff. That's baseball.
You can take the man out of Philadelphia. You can't take Philadelphia
he
out
a
of
home
the man.
run.
Yeah, and then for those who don't know what we're talking about, by the way, Rhys Hoskins opening day played on the Brewers now, playing against the Mets.
At
New York,
in New York.
And slid into McNeil, kind of trying to break up a double play. Some people think
he
it was
went
dirty.
right over top of the bag. He just went over. He just went over the bag.
It was a late slide. I don't think it was a dirty slide. Like, trying to be as unbiased as possible. I know I love Rhys, but just looking at it, it didn't look like he was actually trying to take out his legs. It just looked like he slid late and he paid for it.
What did it feel like in the ballpark without Rhys Hoskins there? Was there a sense of that we missed them or no?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
And we didn't have him all of last year.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. So I mean, it's literally been 2 years since we've seen him play a ball game. And
by the way,
the
you
regular
lose a game
season.
and Kelsey and Fletcher Cox throw out the first pitch. The crowd was into it, and then
Kelsey said he wasn't going to throw because of his shoulder. He ended up throwing.
And he threw a fastball.
Yeah.
Had some sink to it, as Tom McCarthy
autographed.
said.
Well, on the other side, we're gonna talk baseball. We got Tommy Greene back again. Our On the Mound segment with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market. We look forward to that. First hour of the locker room was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys that facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. The food is phenomenal down there. You got to get down there. It opened it last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian and American seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. Are open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m. One free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peronis, and $4 house wines. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and my Locker Room Youth Movement producer Danny Ryan and intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll recap the Phillies weekend against the Braves, all the latest on the Birds, the Sixers weekend, and I'll tell you where our Eagles draft party will be and where you could be going. Plus a big Flyers weekend, football at 4, and more. That's all Monday.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan, again. Call Lenigan, again.
Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste, it's all my daily place. Rendezvous Pizza, this one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, it's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roll. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Can't believe tax season is here already. Look at all this info I have to enter.
Phil's small accounting firm is growing in numbers.
Why didn't I take that typing class in high school?
A data entry specialist could really help him in a crunch.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Go for the pulse and the pools. Go for the hot streak and the hot tubs. Go for a relaxing massage and for wild nights with your entourage. Go to play all day and to dance all night. Go for the rooms with the ocean views that go on forever. Go for paradise with a pair of dice. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Must be 21 or older. Party responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to the
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio in Northfield. It's the locker room with Billy Schwein, my locker room youth movement producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. Guys, that never gets old for me.
No.
First of all, hearing Harry Callis on the call, but Tommy Greene throwing a no-hitter. Can you imagine, like, we have Tommy Greene with us each and every Sunday throughout the baseball season. He threw a no-hitter. Like, is that unbelievable?
Yeah, not many guys can say that.
Not that many guys can say that. So we're back on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City, New Jersey. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com. Give them a call at 609-399-9983. Hey, start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. And let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in the man of himself, Tommy Greene. Good morning, Tina Greene. Hey, Tommy, I got to tell you, that never gets old for me. I do it every year for you, but I do it for me because I love it, man. Does that bring back great memories? Yeah. Yeah. And of course, you've been working with the Darren Dalton Foundation. You came on a few weeks ago to promote that. How'd that go? Get out. Well, I got to tell you, speaking of keep doing it every year, I think this is our third year doing it, and I thought to myself, like, I got to have Tommy Greene back because the last 2 years you brought us to the playoffs, Tommy. So I'm superstitious. We're keeping you. Hey, Tommy, man, it's great to have you back, and I look forward to a great year. But I'm concerned. I know, Tommy, everybody, Mike Gill, the youth movement here, getting on me because I'm all upset. Tommy, I don't care if we lose 5-3 or 4-2, and it's a tough fought game, and it just didn't go our way. But come on, man, these last two games were getting blown away. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Well, it's a different base. It's a different game. Everybody says, "Oh, it's a different game. You don't let your pitchers go deep." I would have brought him out for at least one or two batters in. Yeah, yeah. It's not too much to ask.
Tommy, let me ask you, you talk about Zach Wheeler and how you would have loved for him to come out in that seventh inning. Were you at all surprised that Rob Thompson brought Matt Strahm out of the bullpen to relieve Zach Wheeler, the first guy out of the bullpen? I mean, keep in mind, it was Harris, who granted is a lefty. Harris, Murphy, and Darno were guaranteed, and then Arcia and Kelenic were a possibility, and obviously Kelenic got pinch hit by Adam Duvall. So did you question that decision at all by Rob Thompson? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope so.
Yeah. Good morning, Tommy. So we're talking about this bullpen a lot, obviously, because I mean it was just a pretty all-around bad performance on game one against the Braves. So my question pretty much is obviously spring training. It's not quite live speed. I mean it is, but it's how much of that poor start to the bullpen season do you think was like maybe some rust, or do you think they just had a bad night and hopefully turn it around?
Right there. Well, it's
Ended up
Friday.
Friday, yeah,
Friday
because
because
of
of
the delay.
the weather. We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, and we will each and every Sunday throughout the baseball season. We go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Tommy, let's talk about today's game, Rangers Suarez. We got to salvage this series today, and I like to see. I got to see a win. I don't want to get swept by these Braves. Right. In the world baseball, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The lineup is already out. Schwarber's leading off. Turner batting second. Bohm in the third position today. Romuto cleanup. Castellanos, Merrifield, Sosa, and Pache, along with Rojas in center field. So that's your batting order. Listen. I know Bryce Harper is a gamer and he wants to win so bad, but he can't go diving into the stands. Like, did you? I'm sure everybody had a collective sigh of relief when they saw him get up after taking that spill into the dugout. Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Plus, that was in the World Series too. So I mean, it's a different. This you're talking about game two, you know. Yeah, that's true. We Well, he's out of the lineup today. Harper's out of the lineup today, so I don't know if they're just being cautious with him, and hopefully there's nothing serious wrong with him. But by the way, Tommy, we're all drinking our 12 ounce of liquid sunshine I brought from Blitz's Markets, the freshly squeezed orange juice to my crew here, and we got to get you the Blitz's this summer, and they got great food down there. Great breakfast sandwiches, hoagie sandwiches, but they're 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. It's like something you want to have right before you have an outing on the mound, Tommy. Oh yeah. I'm all fired up. All right, Tommy Greene. Tommy Greene, we look forward to having you each and every Sunday. Look, I know it's only 2 games in, and I know everybody's telling me to settle down, but I want an effort. I need a better effort than what they gave us the last 2 games. Yeah, right. All right, Tommy Greene. Happy Easter to you and your lovely wife, and we look forward to talking to you again next week. There he is, Tommy Greene, former Phillies pitcher. Tommy Greene threw a no-hitter in, what was it, May of the 91 it was.
May 23rd, 1991.
I'll never forget that.
You know what I was wondering? I didn't get a chance to get the question off, but when that ball is hit back to him, he's probably in his mind like, don't mess this up. Don't mess this up.
Right.
Throw it to first accurately. Come on.
Yeah, I wonder if he was hoping for like just a ground, an easy grounder. It's like he had to make the play himself.
Yes.
Tommy Greene was on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. On the Mound with Tommy Greene is sponsored by Blitz's Markets, located at 21st Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and their vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call, 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounce of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. We're going to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement producer Danny Ryan and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number 1.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife Eileen and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better, and perform better. Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrients? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, and again your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the X, powered by Intel Core processors and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Yo, cuz it's here. Download the only sportsbook app I ever recommend, Bet Parks, and get in on the tournament action. Live bet all the tournament games on the Bet Parks Sportsbook app. Bet while you watch the action. It's awesome. Parlays, teasers, you can make futures bets. So many ways to have some fun. New users, make your first winning $10 sports bet and get $125 in sportsbook bonus back. Do it now. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Bet Parks.
Hey, it's Joe Conklin from Conklin's Comedy Night at Parks Casino, and I'm psyched to cheer on the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parks, the official local casino partner of the 76ers. Parks Casino is #1 with the hottest live tables and slots, great dining and bars, and the best live entertainment in the region. Need a fun and exciting game day destination? Get into Parks to watch your favorite teams in the Liberty Bell Gastropub or the Beer Garden. Visit parkscasino.com. This is how you win.
This is how you
win. You want to roll for gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwab on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Andrew Lee, Danny Ryan. Guys, have you seen Pete Rose on social media?
Yeah, he's having some fun with the whole Ohtani.
Listen, I've been a proponent of keeping him banned from baseball. But now,
Really?
Not anymore.
As of
By the way,
last year?
Mike Gill tweeted something that I thought was pretty perceptive about all this gambling. I think it's bad for all sports.
I mean, you're seeing a lot more.
You're gonna
professional
start
athletes,
seeing this, and it's like, what did they expect?
Yeah.
So because of that, I don't think I think they should reinstall Pete Rose right away.
The funny thing to me is, it's like, you'll have a news outlet like ESPN breaking the Ohtani story. It's like, did Shohei Ohtani bet on baseball? Will he be banned? Find out next. This segment sponsored by ESPN Bet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, the
sponsored by
FanDuel
FanDuel.
exclusive.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, especially the leagues themselves are like almost like getting involved with the gambling sites. Like, sponsored by NBA TV, sponsored by DraftKings.
You got these prop bets too, like if a player gets more than 10 rebounds or so many hits, you could bet $1 million and have that person not get any hits.
Well, how about that Raptors center? Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god!
I mean, that's ridiculous.
I mean, that was like the most profitable NBA prop bet that night.
Yeah,
his
John
unders,
Porter.
and he left 4 minutes in because of a quote illness.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, they opened up a can of worms with this gambling thing, but as a result of that, if Ohtani's going to get away with it, why can't Pete Rose?
Yeah.
Put him
And
back
again,
in.
we still don't know what the Ohtani. I don't know if I believe the Ohtani. What I believe, I don't know. I
don't
need more
know what to
information
believe.
come
I want
out.
to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
but it's got to
same.
stop.
He's looking good though because of this translator. This translator has a lot of skeletons in his closet in the sense that he said he was a translator for the Red Sox. They have no record of him ever working there
is that right?
for any athlete. He also said he graduated from UC Riverside, and they went through the records. He never even attended UC Riverside.
How did Ohtani get hooked up with him? Like the Dodgers?
I don't know. I believe he was his friend over when he was
that's
still
what I
playing.
thought.
He's been friends with him for a
For a
while.
while. But look, like Pete Rose, I think it's time to put Pete back in, man.
They should have put him in over a decade ago. It's
well,
ridiculous.
no, I disagree because
no, I don't.
Look, there was a cardinal sin to bet on any sport,
It's
let
over
alone
with.
baseball.
It's over with.
Well,
He's the all-time hit leader. I don't care. I mean, if you're going to put in a guy who is a little affiliated with steroids, like some guys, yes, were never necessarily caught, but when they were in that era, I mean, like, I just don't understand how you're not going to put a guy like Pete Rose in, who said it 1,000 times. He's very remorseful. He wish he didn't do it.
See, that's he wasn't remorseful though.
Maybe immediately.
For a long time he wasn't. But the bottom line is, in light of what's going on now, I think it's time to put him in.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was always the guy.
Take all the bands off him.
My thing is, like, he's getting to the point where you don't know how much longer Pete Rose has.
Right.
Are you gonna let the guy croak before you put him in?
I know.
Once he dies, you're gonna be like, oh, let's put him in. It's the only the right thing to do in honor of Pete Rose. No. At that point, honestly, I'm saying hypothetical here.
Right.
If they wait that long and they put him in after he's no longer with us, that's ridiculous.
Like Dick Allen. They should have put Dick Allen in. And
he would have had 15 years to do it while he was still with us. Exactly.
Like, what's the point?
Right?
Oh, yeah. Posthumously.
Put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Time to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Hour 1 is in the books. How about that? How fast
Flies
is that
by,
go?
man.
Love hearing from Tommy Greene. And by the way, I just finished my orange juice. You guys finished?
I'm halfway through.
I got a sip left. I got one
It
sip.
does. It juices you up. Maybe the Phillies need some of this Blitz's Markets orange juice.
Give Ranger Suarez the orange juice.
All right, hour 2, we're going to talk a little Philadelphia Flyers hockey and some Philadelphia Eagles. Son Reddick.
See you later, Reddick.
Bye-bye.
By the way, no price Stott today. We forgot to mention before last break. No Stott in the lineup either.
Yeah, no Stott. All right. Stay with us. It's a locker room with Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan and the intern Andrew Leeds. Carry you through for one more hour right here. 97.3. Yes.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Here's my top 10 quarterbacks going into the 2024 season. Patrick Mahomes, number 1. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, C.J. Stroud, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy. That's the list. No room for Jalen Hurts at the end. I'm sorry. No room. Context matters, okay? Just because he was in a Super Bowl 2 years ago, just because he was in the MVP conversation, doesn't mean that he's a top 10 quarterback going into next season. I can't unsee. Hold on, let me finish. I can't unsee what I got in 2023, which was a quarterback that turned the ball over 20 times.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN. South Jersey's sports leader.
A healthy weight, more energy, and smooth, regular bowel movements. 3 things everyone strives for.
It's me, Chuck Norris. There's one really important thing we don't talk about enough. Our health. Achy joints, digestive issues, weight gain, and fatigue. We're told these are normal signs of aging. So working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick is a revolutionary formula combining 10 different supplements in one. Probiotics that help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and several of the most powerful anti-aging supplements on earth. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, focused, and help manage stress.
Anybody can achieve great health regardless of their age.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com. Use code SUPPORT or text SUPPORT to 511-511 and claim 40% off today.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee.
Text SUPPORT to 511-511. Morning Kick. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
2 for $222. 2 for $222. Drive home 2 new Kias at Matt Blatt Kia for just $222 per month. For the first time, get 2 new Kias for $222 at Matt Blatt Kia, where you can get a brand new 2024 Kia Forte LXS for just $111 per month lease with 0 security deposit and just $39.95 due at signing. With a price like that, why not get 2 for $222? That's a brand new 2024 Kia Forte 24-month lease for $111 per month, or drive home 2 for $222. Both with Matt Blatt Kia's exclusive 4-day love it or leave it return policy.
It's gotta be Matt Blatt Kia.
With approved credit, not all will qualify. Credit may affect down payment. Offers can't be combined. Go to mattblattkia.com for complete details, or 888-505-6670. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer, except for licensing, registration, and taxes through KMF. 24 months, $111 per month, 10,000 miles per year. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Expires 4/2/24. Matt Blatt Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike, Harbor Township, and on Route 37 in Toms River.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank God I'm again!
Sixers.
Bang! It's good! Ball game!
And Flyers. 97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Welcome to the locker room. Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back here in the locker room with Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Phillies Hour 1. Let's get into just a little more Flyers talk because very disappointed in their last two games. I mean, they lose to the Montreal Canadiens. Primo's boy stands on his head. I mean, they outshot the Canadians.
How wild was that third period, by the way?
Was that unbelievable?
The one I understood why they called it back.
I don't understand why Tortorella's. You got to have some toughness.
Yeah, you got Owen Tippett going out and fighting people. That's your goal scorer. You can't have your goal scorer going out there and throwing.
I just hope like Tortorella. We talked about this earlier, Danny. He's starting to wear on us because of his attitude and some of the things that he's doing. I hope he's not losing a team or has pushed the team so hard that down a stretch like the Eagles. Remember how they festered in the last 6 games?
Kind of fall apart.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it looks like it's all spiraling right now for the Flyers. I mean, after last night's loss, 36-29 and 10. And it's not like it's just, they're losing by one goal there. I mean, aside from the Rangers game where they actually did lose by one goal in overtime, that was a pathetic goal in overtime, by the way. A pathetic effort, I should say, by the defense. Yeah. And who is in net that game? Was it Arison or was it Sancho?
Yeah, it was Arison. It was Arison.
Aside from that, I mean, that was a close game. Granted, the Rangers are a good team, so I clap them for that effort. But you lose 4-1 to blowout against the Canadians, and I get it. They pulled the goalie late with about 3 minutes left, and then last night, I mean, the Blackhawks stink.
They stink.
They are awful. 22-47-5, and you're going to let them beat you 5-1.
Bottom of the barrel team right now.
Yeah, you can't even get more than one goal off of them.
So I'm looking at the playoff standings in the Eastern Conference, and all the teams that are in the playoffs, with the exception of right now, the Capitals have that third spot in the Metropolitan. Their goal differential is a -31. Now the Flyers aren't that much better; they're a -16, but they're a younger team. The Canadians the Washington Capitals are younger. They've got some grizzled veterans like Ovechkin. Obviously, who's going to break. By the way, I told you guys this. I don't want him breaking Gretzky's record. We had Paul Bizinet on the show yesterday. And he said he's going to do it. He's going to hang around. He's just going to hang around just to break his record.
I mean, he's this close. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't.
43, 47 goals away from it.
I'll look up the exact number.
He's got like 22 goals this year. But you gotta score more than you give up in hockey. You can't when I see the defense guys standing around not taking bodies in front of the net, you can't let the goalie can't stop what he can't see.
Yeah, by the way, he's 46 behind from tying. So
46.
Yeah, 47 from breaking the record.
Right.
Career-long capital. So, I think he will hang around. And obviously, back to the Flyers, though. I mean, it's just poor effort all around these last couple games. I mean, again, we applaud them.
I just hope they're not out of gas. They out of gas with their.
Obviously, I hope not.
They had 27 shots against the. How many shots they have against the? I got it right here somewhere.
Against Chicago?
Yeah, they had 26 shots against 31 shots against their goalie. And they had some incredible chances. They just couldn't get it in the net.
Yeah, I mean, when
same thing happened in Montreal.
When you get a guy like Tippett, 5 shots on goal, I mean, that's typically what you want to do. That's recipe for success. They just weren't going in. They haven't been going in for the past few games. Guryanov gets 3 shots on goal. Farabee and Frost 2 each. Forster with 3. He had the 1 goal last night. So, I mean, they were getting decent looks. It's just not going in the net for them.
And they're going to get Sealer back. They've had some injuries. Now, I'm not making excuses, but Drysdale's been out. Stahl's been out. Sealer's been out.
Took out Delorier for some reason, which I mean that's more of our
scratching Delorier. I for the life of me, I don't understand. Like Tortorella loves that tough brand of hockey, and he's taking their one tough guy out.
Yeah, I mean aside from Konechny, really, but
but he's a rat. He's not going to fight anybody.
Yeah, he's a little scrappy.
He's scrappy.
He'll talk, but he's not going to really fight too often.
But the guys play with more confidence. With Delorier, when they look down the bench and you see your tough guy Delorier, who's respected around the league as a tough guy, you look down the bench and you don't see his face.
Definitely loses the confidence.
And other teams see it too. They know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you lose your edge. You lose that factor where it's like, hey, he could go beat up anybody else on that other team. Like, don't mess with us.
You think they were worried about Travis Konechny? No.
They're
not worried about Tippett. I don't want Tippett fighting anyway. He breaks a finger.
Fighting against the Canadians. Like, what are we doing here? I mean, yeah, I know it's all we're in the dumps right now because it's looking bad for Flyers. They're slipping in their playoff positioning, obviously, but I do realize that we have to have some faith. Tortorella got us this far. This team, they've overexceeded expectations, and they've gotten us this far. So you just have to hope in the final 7 they wake up a little bit and at least win 4, like you said.
All right, so Monday, April Fool's Day, they better not be fools, and they better beat the Islanders. They better beat the Islanders.
Yeah, that's a
huge
game.
They got them at home, and they better beat them. They have to win that. That's a must-win if there ever was one.
Well, we're talking about that. What about the game right after that? Got oh no, Buffalo. My bad. I'm thinking
Buffalo.
I'm thinking of the last
also
game
Friday
of the
though.
season.
I mean,
they've got. I mean,
you're right though, Bill, because the Islanders are right in their tails.
They're right on the. You have to win that game.
77 points compared to the Flyers, 82. You know, they're 5th in the Metro. Yeah, like you said, obviously the Flyers lose their 3rd spot in the Metro to the Caps. So
that game's up in New York, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, and Buffalo.
So you have to try and at least regain some positioning on the Caps. So it's obviously not out of reach. You're tied to 82 points. They've got the tiebreaker right now.
So you read off the schedule: the Islanders, Buffalo, Columbus Blue Jackets, Montreal, Rangers, Devils. Who Devils always play us tough. You got
on your tail as well,
right? And then Washington. That last game against the Capitals, it could come down to you're in or you're not.
Yeah, it could literally be almost like a sudden death type of.
Because I'm looking at the Islanders, Andrew. They've got 77 points, and you look at their schedule coming down the stretch. The Islanders, they got us on Monday. Chicago Blue Jackets, Nashville Rangers, Montreal Rangers, Devils. So I don't think
they have a tough schedule.
By the way,
here's the thing too about them: they're playing nearly just as bad, if not worse.
I was
going to
say they're at minus 29 in the point.
2-7-1 in their last 10. They're coming off a loss. So if you go and you face them in New York and you get schooled, kiss your playoff chances goodbye, because at that point you're not even throwing effort out there anymore.
And you're just giving them all the momentum to just go on that run while we're still struggling and spiraling.
And it doesn't stop with the Islanders. Devils 76 points, Penguins 75 points. They're all on your tails. Obviously the Blue Jackets are at the cellar.
I mean, let's look at the Penguins. Penguins got a tough schedule. They got. See, that's another thing too. Montreal Washington has 2 games in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got more 2 games to extra play. So I'm telling you. So the Penguins, they've got the Rangers, Devils, Washington, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Detroit, Boston, Nashville, and the Islanders. So they don't have an easy schedule.
No, that's going to be tough for them.
That's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, they really just need to capitalize, win the games that they obviously should win. Don't let any of those slip past you. And then, against, really the big games I see left is obviously the Islanders, the Rangers, the Devils, and the Capitals.
Yeah, so like I said, the Capitals have 9 games. We have 7 games.
You have to at least split those. So you have to split those 4 games.
They have
at
2
worst.
games in hand, the Capital. So you got to, I don't know. What I say, 4-3-1? I'm sticking with 5-2, man.
Yeah,
they got to go 5-2.
They go 4-3-1, and they look bad.
If they go 4-3-1 and beat the Capitals on that last day, then they got a shot.
They have a shot, but if they go 4-3-1, all of the wins are close games. The losses are blowouts. Like, you can't sit here and say you're going into the playoffs with confidence behind this team. I don't even think Tortorella would tell you that. He'd keep it straight up with you.
Yeah, if he's gonna do one thing, he won't mince his words.
No, we like that, right?
Yeah,
I'd rather have a coach.
Yeah,
I just don't like the way he handles the press. Like he's like the press. He doesn't have to answer the questions.
He won't mince his words until you question him on one of his decisions,
Exactly.
and then he's like, "Oh, don't talk to me about Couturier. Talk to me about the game."
Right?
Like, shut up, dude. Own up.
Answer your question. Answer it.
You just benched your captain after 34 days of him being captain. Like, answer the question.
When I interviewed Robbie Thompson, remember I interviewed Robbie,
Yeah.
and what I say about I asked him about the Philadelphia fans. He goes, "You have to realize it's just part of the fabric of this area. The fans care so much, and the media is an extension of the fans, right? They're conduit between the fans and the team."
Well, yeah,
the media,
and they're obviously.
And if you're going to cut the media, if you're going to cut those people off, you're basically doing that to the fans.
Yeah. They're the outlet that gets the fans the information. Obviously, the media started off as fans too, and now they're in that position to try and get information and cover the team. We're fans over here.
All of us are.
We're all
huge
fans.
Diehard fans,
right?
Baby.
He Andrew's such a fan. He's got the fanatic hat on today.
The fanatic
By the
hat,
way,
the Eagles shirt.
I like Andrew. I like his cap.
Yeah, this is from 2 years ago when they
I
made
like
their
that.
playoff run.
That's
I saw it
that's
immediately.
it's a
I'm like, I
clean
like
hat.
that ribbon. Get the 2022 on it, and I got the World Series cap that year too. I've misplaced it
Nice.
though. I have to find it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So you
not
went
good.
to the game yesterday as a spectator.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
as a,
Went with my girlfriend and her friends. Yeah, it was a
did
good time.
Did she pay for the tickets?
No.
You're never gonna let him.
Well, actually,
move past this.
she did because she bought it as a birthday gift to me. So
Okay,
she
I
did.
mean, it was a birthday.
She did.
But the dinner was the birthday gift.
No,
she paid for her dinner.
Well, you gotta understand. No, she did not pay for her dinner. we spoiled each other on our birthdays.
You went Dutch.
Yes. I mean, our birthdays are separated by 3 days, Billy.
Can't go Dutch.
Yeah, okay.
dude.
All right, go back to the 80s, buddy. Go
Get
back to
your
the 80s
police
with your
fired
Easter
up.
best on.
Yeah, I got my Sunday best on. I got a pink button down with my blue sweater. You got to check me out on my YouTube channel right here. Well, go to my website, thelockerroombillyschwein.com. By the way, Dave Clemick wrote a really good article.
Oh, yeah.
about
The experience at the NFL Combine,
the
his
NFL
experience,
Combine,
what
people-
the whole point of it is, really dives into some interesting details that even I didn't know about the Combine.
I think you should check that out, lockerroombillyschwein.com. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. When you go down there, say, hey, I heard him talking about you in the locker room. Go down and say hello to Chet. Jason, I saw Jason. He was delivering for Circle Liquors yesterday. We were going across the 9th Street Bridge. We were talking
stuck
to each
in
other.
traffic next to each
So
other.
They deliver. Make sure you call them up. All right. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein. My locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll recap the Phillies weekend against the Braves, all the latest on the Birds, the Sixers weekend, and I'll tell you where our Eagles draft party will be and where you could be going. Plus a big Flyers weekend, football at 4, and more. That's all Monday.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to win a free trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida? Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win 5 days and 4 nights in the beautiful Grand Floridian Resort. This prize includes round-trip airfare and park hopper passes. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win. This prize is brought to us by Bernhardt Asset Management. In 2024, Bernhardt Asset Management is taking new clients. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win a free trip to Disney.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $50,000. So join the effort today to something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey, it's John Marks. It's here. The best time of year. Download the only sportsbook app I ever recommend. Bet Parks and get in on the tournament action. Live bet all the tournament games on the Bet Parks Sportsbook app. Safe, simple, and easy to use. Parlays, teasers, over-unders. Make futures bets on who wins it all. New users make your first winning $10 sports bet and get $125 in sportsbook bonus back in the Bet Parks Sportsbook app. You must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. You love to play. You play to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Joe Conklin here, and I'm excited to cheer on the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parks Casino. Parks Casino, the number one casino in Pennsylvania, is the official local casino partner of the 76ers. That's right. Two of the best brands in the Philadelphia area are joined together to bring fans what they love most, wins. Remember to tune into 76ers games to get in on the Parks offers for fans. And to see me live at 360 at Parks Casino. Visit parkscasino.com for tickets. This is how you win. You want to over gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live. The Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, The Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. You guys are like, I was intense when we were talking on just a few minutes ago here in the break.
Hey, you're busting out the chords for King of Pain.
Yeah, King of Pain, because I am the King of Pain.
Sing it like you were at the break.
Right now, Billy. Yeah, go ahead.
People don't want to hear me. Although I do sound like Sting.
Yeah,
you're killing it during the break.
I can hardly tell the difference.
No, I when I played hockey for the U.S. Air Travel Team, and which is cool because we used to fly to. We had U.S. Air Philly, U.S. Air Buffalo, U.S. Air Boston, U.S. Air Pittsburgh, U.S. Air Chicago. There were 5 teams in the league. And then later on in the year, LA got a team, believe it or not. And we would fly to these cities. We thought we were pros. We thought we were like, we're getting on a plane to go play hockey. It was like great.
Right.
We could fly for free. And it was called the Interline League. And when I sat on that bench, I was like Woody Acton. Come on, boys, let's go, boys. Pick it up, boys. Let's go, boys. I chirped the whole game. I talked. I was intense the whole game.
Did you play much?
You mean what are you talking about?
You mean
man?
you
said you were top line.
You said you were on the bench.
Well, you do shifts, right? Hockey,
of course.
Come on, boys, let's go, boys. Let's pick it up, boys.
Just
let's
making
go,
sure
boys.
you weren't spending the entire game on the bench. That's all.
I logged more minutes. I was the number one line, man.
Okay,
but led the team in assists, and I played for like 12 years on that team, and then for the last 3 years, I was the oldest guy on the team.
That's cool.
I didn't wear a shield. Everybody else had
masks.
They had like Fort Knox around their face. I didn't have anything.
The old school.
I'm old school. Yeah. Come on, boys.
That's all. Come on.
Let's talk a little Hassan Reddick, man.
Yep.
Look,
see you later.
I maintain that there was something that isn't that we're not that the fan base isn't being told about this Hassan Reddick thing. Something's not right. Something's rotten in Denmark.
It just feels like something's missing. I mean, because
he wants to get paid. He goes, he's not even going to get paid.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten a contract from the Jets yet. And I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll work something out pretty quickly. And he knows.
Did he want? I mean, did he want out of town? Like, he's not going to sit out for the Jets. He's going to play for the Jets.
Yeah, I mentioned that to Andrew too. I said, what if it was another Harden, Daryl Morey thing where Roseman said, you know what, go prove it again for me this season, and we'll scratch your back a little bit, get you over that $20 million mark. And well, clearly, if that happened, then he didn't think he played that well this season.
I think he's worth it, though. I mean, look how many sacks he's had. He had double-digit sacks last year.
Eagles are telling you he's not because they went younger and they went for a guy who played half the snaps that Hassan Reddick played. So they're saying that despite him not playing as much as Reddick, we're willing to go 5 years younger and pay that guy around 17, 18 mil a year than pay Reddick, who's about to be 30, 25 mil a year, because he wants Watt, Bosa money. Like, he wants some real deal money. I don't think. I mean, he had 17 and a half sacks in 2022.
Let me ask you, the youth movement this. Do you get paid for what you've done or what you are going to do?
I think it's a mix for sure. I mean, it depends. Because, I mean, with a guy like Reddick who's almost 30, it's more about.
I think he should be getting paid for what he has done.
I get that. And I think, there's
a respect thing, right?
A respect thing, yeah. But at the same time, you're trying to build a winning team. And, I mean, if you're giving a guy who's.
All right, so then conversely, Danny, last year, the last 6 games, and I don't know if it's all his fault. Remember, they put him in coverage.
Yeah,
they took him out of what he was doing best.
Here's the thing for me: if he was 27, they probably would have paid him for what he's done. Just freshly turned 27,
right?
But you talk about a guy like T.J. Watt, Joey, or Nick Bosa. Those guys, they're getting upwards of 16 sacks year in and year out.
Right.
Reddick had one season where he got 16 sacks in the regular season. Other than that, 12 and a half with the Cardinals in 2020, 11 with the Panthers. And granted, getting over 10.
Getting over double digits is
a good feat.
However, you're
not
going to
pay
game too.
Exactly. And you're not going to pay him $25 million, just like the top edge rushers in the league are getting, if he's not giving you the production those top edge rushers are getting. So I was always in the standpoint where I would have given him anywhere from about $20 to $21 million a year. You start talking 25 to 27 million. Let's be honest, Billy. I don't think he's worth that.
Andrew, he's not good against the run either. I mean, he wasn't great against the run.
No, I mean, he's he's not the worst in the world, but he's not, particularly great against the run. He's not the best in coverage, as we saw, which isn't his game. It shouldn't be his game. And you could argue that wasn't his fault for being put in that situation. But regardless, like Danny said, I mean, think about 3 years from now, if he was taking up 27 million, he's probably only going to decline as the years go by with his age. So do you want to be giving a 32-year-old?
Is it a years thing too, Andrew or Danny?
I mean,
is it
his contract?
Is he? I know what he wants money wise with this.
Yeah.
Have we heard about the length of the contract?
I assume he wants long-term stability.
He wants long-term stability.
I would assume
they don't want to lock in a 6-year contract with him.
Yeah, everybody wants long-term stability, but I think if the team's going to give him a contract, it's going to be anywhere from 3 years to maybe 4. Depends on how much the Jets value him. But I could see him getting a 3-year contract worth about, I don't know, $75 million if he gets the price tag that he wants, though. I'm not saying he's worth that, but he obviously wanted out because he wanted that type of money. So maybe 3 years, 70, whatever the price tag is. I think it's around 3, maybe 4 years, or 4 years.
Remember,
with a team option.
There was an increase in the salary.
That
cap.
is true.
We all know that.
Yep.
So they had a little extra more money. Now,
funny how they swapped edge rushers, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, no, we pretty much traded Hassan Reddick for
that's why, guys, that's why I'm maintaining that there's something that doesn't smell right here.
I get what you mean. It feels like there's just I don't even know how bad, if there's something really wrong that we don't know about.
There's got to be a reason why the Eagles went in the tank as bad as they did. Remember, they got crushed by who crushed them? Who came in here and just wiped the floor? The 49ers in the regular season.
Yeah.
From that moment on, they ripped the heart right out of the team and the whole team.
Yeah, killed
especially
the
defense, right?
Everyone was everything went downhill after that 49ers game. Did it kill their confidence? Did it break the Eagles after the 10-1 start? But
Fletcher Cox retires.
Right.
They do sign Brandon Graham to a 1-year deal.
Yeah, he gets farewell.
This is going to be it.
This will be his farewell tour. But this Eagles defense is, to me, until they prove it, I can't. I mean, you look at the East, obviously the Cowboys are the team that you're worried about. But Washington, I got a feeling they're going to turn it around.
They made some sneaky moves this offseason. Had the number 2 pick. We'll see who they draft. They're probably going to be a QB, obviously not Caleb Williams. No. So will it be Jaden Daniels? Will it be Drake May? Will
JJ
it be
McCarthy?
Yeah, JJ McCarthy. His stock is rising.
I think Harbaugh wants him.
He's not going to get him. No, he's got Justin Herbert. He don't need him.
I know.
He's got a terrific quarterback. Hopefully they can get some weapons around him because his wide receiver 1 right now is Quentin Johnson after they traded Keenan Allen.
Right.
Austin Eckler goes to the Commanders.
Austin Eckler went to that's another. He went to the Commanders.
So
And
We'll-
new
we'll see.
ownership, obviously.
Didn't Quez Watkins go to Commanders?
He went to the Steelers.
So who? The guy from St. Joe's.
Quintus.
He-
How do you say
how
his
do you-
last name?
I don't know.
Give me the phonetic spelling, will you, Danny?
Olamide Zacchaeus.
Olamide Zacchaeus. He went to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
I'm worried about them, but offensively, the Eagles looked inept last year at the end of the season. Now we got a new offensive coordinator. We'll see how he turns that around. They need a center and a guard.
Who would you take at 22? What position, at least?
I want a defensive back.
Defensive
Or
back.
a
I agree.
linebacker.
I agree. I would like, if you can get Kool-Aid McKinstry at 22, I'd like that. Cooper DeJean might
I want
be falling.
I want Cooper DeJean from Iowa.
It might be a reach at this point to take him 22 because I've heard his stock is falling, but I would still take him at 22. But
Did he go to
people
the
that are
Did he go to
talking-
the combine?
I'm not sure.
I don't think I haven't heard anything.
People talking. There's people talking about taking a tight end, Brock Bowers, at 22.
Why would you do that?
There's so many holes
Not
on defense.
needed.
I get it. It's going to be an offensive league, especially with them banning the hip drop tackle. I understand that.
By the way, that is going to be so subjective. That's going to be so hard
See,
to call.
I understand. Like,
because sometimes you just grab a guy from behind and you just
Right.
get pulled down.
I like the idea behind it because you want to stop these injuries from happening. But you know what you're doing?
It's football.
I get it. Just hear me out. I'm going to agree with you in a second. I like it because obviously you've seen a lot of these ankle or torn ACL injuries from the hip drop tackle. But now you're putting another thing the referees have to enforce
Yeah, that's
on
the-
their plate. They can't even enforce the rules that are already in play, let alone if somebody just happens to wrap you by the waist and doesn't pull
telling
down.
you with this
they're
gambling,
going to call it.
now that this gambling is in
gonna
the
make
equation, I'm telling you, Mike Gill hit the nail right on the head with his tweet the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem, and then and you're losing. You're not creating fans of sports. You're creating fans of gambling. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm a big. We grew up as Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, and Sixers fans. I think the younger generation, they got these apps on their phone, and they're just
fans of the
just
over
loyal
under.
to the bet.
They're fans of the prop bets.
Yes.
They're fans of the over unders.
Or the
Yeah.
player, or it's not like a team, a
Yeah, you got
relationship with the
LeBron
team.
James. You
It's
got
a relation-
LeBron James
Yeah,
fans now.
right.
Kevin Durant fans. They follow them wherever they go rather than supporting a team, which I get, but I mean, it's like I could never do that.
Are you?
myself.
You're not like that, are you?
No, I
you
mean,
guys. You mean you
there'll be
guys are
certain
young?
players. There'll be certain players I
It's
like.
your generation I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I know. There's a lot of people I know who they're just they're King James fans, as they like to say.
Right.
They they like the Sixers, but if LeBron is doing well, they're rooting for him to win that championship. I mean, I just can't get to that mindset.
And you know what? Here's another thing. Like teams back in the day, players would stick with a team for the entire length of their contract or their career. Maybe one other team they'd move. Nowadays, like look at the Phillies and the Braves. They had the same lineup for the last 2 or 3 years. That continuity is good. You don't get that in sports anymore.
No, not really. And it's really because baseball and not having the salary cap that you're going to have the flexibility to keep the same guys as long as they're still producing for you. Whereas, compared to the NFL, the NBA, even the NHL, it's not really the case. You see a lot of turnover.
Even with the salary cap, guys in football move all the time.
That's what I'm saying, though.
I thought you said without the salary cap.
You have the salary cap in football, and I'm
Right.
saying that's why a lot of the guys, if they're not producing, they're going
Right.
to move on from
Right,
it because
right.
the money's so valuable in the NFL, whereas the MLB, you have more flexibility.
I personally don't think they should have a salary cap in sports.
I see.
That would be a frenzy if not.
Really?
I feel like football, especially. I mean, there's so much money in the NFL where you put no salary cap. I mean, Dallas is just going to sign everybody every year.
So would we.
Yeah, I mean, Jeffrey Lurie will spend his money.
How much is the Philly or the Eagles worth?
They're
$1
up
billion.
there. At least, yeah.
I mean,
look it up.
We're a big market team.
As of January 16th, 2024, $4.9 billion. 10th most valuable team in the NFL.
Yeah,
and
the Cowboys $9 billion, I believe.
And it's seen its worth skyrocket. The franchise
Like
worth
in baseball,
skyrocket.
the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Cubs.
It has
the Sox.
skyrocketed more than 25 times the amount that Jeffrey Lurie
See that?
initially paid for the team 30 years ago.
Yeah, which obviously there is inflation, but still,
Yep.
regardless, that's a
There is
ridiculous
inflation.
number.
We're living it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. I was down there yesterday, and Andrew, you used to work there. They have
Oh, yeah. All
beers
my
I've
boys.
never even heard of.
Yeah, they got a huge selection. I mean, it's like never ending. When I worked there, it was
It's like
going back in the back. I mean, I worked behind the fridges. It was tough trying to locate
right. If
certain
you're
things.
if you're
'cause
like,
we had
and they
so
have them
much.
cold. They have mounds and mounds of beer, different
Got
types of
IPAs.
IPAs. Mike Gill would go.
wines.
Mike Gill would be in hog heaven. They talk about IPAs all the time, right?
Yeah, no, he would love it there.
All right. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. No wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. When you go down there, ask for Jason. Unless he's out delivering, he's a hard worker down there. Ask for Jason, say hello. Hey, I want to tell you about Las Scala's. Man, I'm in the mood for some Las Scala's. And it's Easter Sunday. You know, the Scala's going to be packed because the food is so good at Las Scala's. They opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, the ambiance is unbelievable. Look at the beach, the waves crashing. Get your home away from home for the large selection of Italian, American seafood, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza daily specials and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at Las Scala's. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m. One free signature pizza per table. Can't beat that. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peroni, $4 house wines. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement producer Danny Ryan and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife, Eileen, and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better, and perform better. Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrients? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden, Moms Today in Action, South Jersey are asking for your help. Gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. Don't check your crawl space, basement, attic, and your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, at an amazing price with no contracts. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely. Find a store or switch Suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay plus taxes and fees. Discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See website for data management practices.
Do you love a good cigar almost as much as your family? Well, maybe that's an exaggeration, but you can find that perfect cigar at Smokers Haven. With 5 New Jersey locations, Smokers Haven has the finest selection of cigars in the area, like Ashton, My Father's, Romeo and Julieta, Monte Cristo, and more. All from the finest tobacco leaves and hand-rolled by the world's finest cigar makers. All locations are fully open. Stop in and let them help you find the perfect cigar to pair with your life. See all they have and their locations at smokershavennj.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Phillies Talk on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Yeah, we're broadcasting live. Tom's River Autograph Studio right here in Deerfield.
This one goes out. This one goes out to Bobby Schwartz. There you go. Sing it. You know every lyric to every police song.
I do every word to every police song.
This is good. Great suggestion, Bobby. All right, that's enough. We don't want our listeners' ears bleeding.
We're tasting live at the Tom's River Volkswagen Studio. Sixers traveled through a suitcase tonight. They're up in Toronto. And Andrew just showed me a video that I have not seen.
It's fresh off the
really
presses.
cryptic.
Fresh. It's very. I don't think that was cryptic at all. I mean, he looked like he was. I just saw.
That was shared about an hour ago.
Was
They're
that
getting less cryptic now, I feel like.
That's less cryptic. That's it. Now that might back up your theory that you think Joel Embiid will play on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it's a nationally televised game. They play the Thunder. I think if he's going to come back, it's either going to be Tuesday's game or the game after that. We'll see. I mean, you saw that video.
Look, the video that Andrew just showed me, it's Embiid moving in practice against live people, and he looks pretty fluid. Looks pretty good.
So Tuesday, they're at home against the Thunder, nationally televised. The next game after that would be against the Heat in Miami on Thursday.
And I might be at that game.
In Miami?
I might, my Doopy Doo, my daughter.
You might go to Miami.
Yeah. So my oldest daughter.
She's going to have to watch you.
My oldest daughter. My oldest daughter lives in West Palm Beach. There's a train that goes right from West Palm Beach all the way down to Miami. So we're going to fly in, spend the day, because I can fly for free.
This is happening. It's not just an idea. It's happening.
It's happening.
Let's go.
So
All right.
I can fly for free. I can stay for free. Only the thing is I have to buy a train ticket and the tickets to the game. And I think I can get 2 tickets for like $90.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
But my grandsons might want to go too. So I
was gonna say you might want to get them before they announce Embiid if Embiid is going to come back.
You know it'll be packed. Second floor, but that's all right. Just get it. My daughter's never been to Miami, so. But look, the Heat.
So it goes Thunder.
Jimmy Butler, he's in the lineup.
He's in and out. He's been banged up a little bit this season. He just played their last game. I mean, he should. If Joel Embiid's playing, he'll probably suit up.
2.5 games behind the Heat.
Yeah, it's a big game, especially for playoff seeding and play-in seeding. So I can imagine if Embiid plays, then Jimmy Butler would play, be their best against the best. But it goes. Obviously, the Raptors today, Thunder Tuesday at home. Then they go on a 3-game road trip where they face the Heat. Then they travel to Memphis on Saturday to face the Grizzlies. Then the Spurs. Memphis is not tough.
No, but on 3 road games.
Oh, yes, for sure. Memphis is not a good team this year, though.
No,
but
guess
Saturday.
what? Look at the Flyers.
Injuries.
Look at the Flyers.
Yeah.
And if they don't have Embiid, I'm just saying if.
No, you're right.
Even though that video that showed me looks pretty encouraging to me.
Yeah. And then they go to San Antonio.
Where'd you get that so we can tell people where
it was on Twitter.
It was on Twitter?
On X Twitter.
Right.
I
Sixers Twitter, right?
I actually don't think it was posted by the Sixers.
Check
posted
it out,
by
man. That's encouraging.
Sam Mitzi on Twitter. I don't know. I'm gonna look more into him. Maybe it was originally posted by the Sixers on Instagram.
The Bulls. I mean, the Bulls are. I don't think they're gonna catch us, but they beat us. Like I know the Bulls beat us 2 out of 3 this year.
Yeah, I mean it's been.
And
a
that
weird
was
year
with
for the
Embiid.
Sixers. Yeah, I know. I mean,
that's a funny team right there.
It is. That's the team that has talent, but they don't really have much defense. And obviously, they don't have Lonzo Ball. They haven't had Lonzo Ball for the past 2 years. He really, I felt like, was the glue for that team. He could facilitate, find guys where they needed to be, and help that offense succeed. And they've been missing him a lot.
If hypothetically now, if Embiid returns Tuesday,
okay,
how many games they have left in the schedule after Tuesday?
After Tuesday, it's 6.
Is that enough time to get Embiid play back to? You think they can make a run?
If he's 75 or 80%,
look, they're not going to beat Boston or Milwaukee.
How do you know that?
Because I don't think Embiid's missed too much time.
Thing is, though, if you get him for 6 games, let's just say 7. Let's assume he comes back Tuesday against the Thunder.
Right.
That's 7 games. He's not going to play all of them. So let's just say he plays 4 or 5 of those games. Then you win a first-round series or even a play-in, then a first-round series. That's, I feel like, plenty of games for Joel Embiid to kind of get back in the swing of things, get his feet on.
They're going to play one of they're the lower. They're going to
I know.
playing.
I know. It's not going to be easy.
They're going to have to play Milwaukee.
I'm saying if they get past the
right
first
now,
round, though.
if they end up in the 7th seed, they'd be facing Milwaukee right now. Obviously, they're the 8th seed, but that's the play-in game, which they could win to become the 7th seed.
We almost beat Milwaukee without Joel Embiid. Like, I get it. They've got good names, but Doc Rivers is not a good coach. We know that. And
That
they
is
have
true.
very little defense.
They got Pat Bev.
Yeah, he's playing with an injury now, by the way, too. He's supposed to be out for the year, but he's playing through it.
He's playing through it.
Yeah.
I love that toughness.
Yeah, I don't really like him as much
You
anymore
don't like
these days.
Yeah.
He's dead to you?
He's still a cool guy. He's still, embraced the city a lot. If he comes back, maybe I'll change my mind. But he had a few words to say.
Who was saying that to Saquon Barkley? Saquon?
Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber.
Yeah, you're dead.
You're dead to me because you went to the Eagles.
He's a crybaby. I mean, he's also a radio host like us. He's trying to make some headlines, get some clicks.
Is that what it is? You think he's?
Yeah, I don't think he'd care.
I mean, the day of free agency and the Giants, it wasn't like the Giants offered him any money to come back.
Yeah,
No, they
Tiki Barber.
didn't offer.
They didn't offer him anything.
Exactly. He said that. And by the way, too, Houston, the Texans, was Saquon's first option. He was texting with CJ before the actual free agency period hit.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles came in with their offer and he accepted that because his family's from Pennsylvania. But yeah, I mean, Tiki, my thing with him is he retired and the Giants went on to win the Super Bowl the year after. He retired because he didn't like the direction of the franchise. And then they go and win a Super Bowl
He talked
without him.
trash on Eli, on Coughlin. And
Yeah,
they
so
went on to beat Tom Brady.
So he has that's his
that
MO.
next
That's what he
season.
is.
Yeah, real rich of him to say that, by the way. It's just, I don't know, whatever.
Are the Eagles going to continue to break the norm? They never used to pay money for running backs, right? They never paid money. They haven't drafted a linebacker or a defense. They haven't drafted a defensive back in the first round since Lito Shepherd. How many years ago was that? Like in late 90s, 2000s?
It's something around.
So are
there.
they going to break the MO, Danny? Are they going to draft possibly a defensive back or a linebacker in the first round?
Not a linebacker.
Or is he gonna move
2002?
2002.
I like my chances of getting Trotter Jr. in the second round. I think they'll probably go
Did
linebacker.
you like him because he's Trotter's kid? Or
I
you
like him
him
because he's talented.
I mean, I watched Clemson twice this year,
Mm-hmm.
and he played well. He didn't like, wow, that's Trotter's son.
Yeah, my only concern is I don't know if he'll fit in Fangio's defense.
By the way, did you hear what Trotter said? They asked him, what happens
Yeah.
if your kid goes to the Cowboys?
Said he couldn't wear a jersey. Said
I love
he'd wear the college jersey, but
Right. So wear the blue and white
It's
collar.
like Kylie Kelsey. If Jason were to ever go anywhere in his career, she would wear Kelsey, but she wouldn't wear the other color. She's an Eagles fan before she's the wife of Jason Kelsey. So.
By the way, did you see yesterday that Bryce Harper signed or Jason Kelsey signed Bryce Harper? I thought that was really cool.
Was cool.
Bryce Harper has this. He has.
Do you think that's pandering though?
No.
Everyone says it's pandering.
Yeah, he's the pandering king. I mean,
yeah.
I think both can be true. I think he can be pandering, but also genuinely feel.
I think that was genuine
connection and love.
See,
don't you think that was genuine?
I think we're just trying to ruin something good when you say Bryce Harper's pandering. Like, at this point, what is he pandering for? He has the fans on his side. He doesn't have to pander. It's not like he pissed off the fans and he's pandering to get them back on his side. No, I mean, like, he just loves the city of Philadelphia and embraces it.
I see. That's what makes him real to me.
Yeah.
He loves playing in this city so much. He loves all the sports teams.
Like he's such a big superstar too that he doesn't need to pander
No.
for his name to be selling jerseys.
Like why? Like someone saying that?
A lot of it's a big
ever
thing on
since
Twitter.
this has started 3 years ago with him embracing the city. It's like, oh, here comes the king
Can
panderer
you imagine
again.
what his man room's going to look like when he's done
Man
playing
cave?
sports?
Yeah.
His man cave. He's
Yeah.
going to have like all this memorabilia and sports paraphernalia signed from all these great names and stuff. I think it's real, and I think it's endearing to the fans. The fans love it.
Like I said, I think it's the fans trying to ruin something good because they're not used to a player embracing the city like this.
Yeah, it's like the Fanatic headband, the Fanatic shin guard.
Fanatic
they think
bats.
he's just
Fanatic his shoes
the
were-
Fanatic baseball bat.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's just trying to pander. But no, I think he just genuinely loves the city of Philadelphia. He loves the Fanatic. I mean, who doesn't?
By the way,
listen, they're playing a kid's game.
Yeah.
And
Gotta
he's
have fun
like
with
acting
it.
like a kid.
Gotta have fun with it.
Remember, I mean, my brother Bobby and I, when we had a bedroom, when we were growing up as kids, we had pennants, posters, we had bobbleheads, we had all our bedroom was like a sports memorabilia like bedroom.
Yeah.
We had the pennants hanging across like we had a wire, and we ran them across the.
You had your own little
yeah,
wall
it was
of
like
fame.
pennants were hanging down. Every single pennant. I had Joe Namath over my bed.
Speaking of which, how do we feel about the wild card pennant that they put up for the
Did you see that,
the
Billy?
wild card berth? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
So at opening day, they unveiled a new 2023 pennant. It's powder blue with a red 2023 to honor them making the wild card, which is contentious among the fan base.
Yeah, it was like half for the wild card berth, and obviously for the postseason run in general, making the championship series. But
so you guys, are you not in favor of that?
Some people liked it. Just to
what do you think?
I don't hate it. Like, I think people get too serious with that stuff. They're obviously not honoring losing games 6 and 7 in the NLCS and being eliminated. They're not honoring that, but they're honoring how deep they went in the playoffs, and it's a memory at the end of the day.
Right,
it's a good memory until the end.
See, I just like what they do with the pennants in general, where it's just the year.
Yeah,
because I will say putting up a banner that says like wild card, it would be a bit much.
Well,
but
they
it's just the year.
differentiate
with the
so
color.
It's the color. It's a powder blue.
Well, see, the Tampa Bay
I don't have a
Rays,
problem.
They
the
have a
Rays
whole-
actually put up wild card 2023. Now that I would hate, but this is quite literally just a powder blue
Yeah, I like-
2023
No,
pennant.
I don't.
Yeah.
So like we're like behind us, like the
Exactly like that, but
right.
powder blue.
It's powder blue with red.
I don't have a
numbers.
problem with it.
Neither do I, honestly. I get, again, if it was saying like wild card 2023, like, prioritizing the wild
Right,
card
the
part, but
wild
it's just
card.
about the memory of the. I mean, it was a
Right.
special year, even though it came up short.
Well, today 1:00, right? The Phillies play. Was it 1:00
Yep,
today?
105.
105. Ranger Suarez against Sale. Now we talked about Chris Sale, but it doesn't matter about their pitching staff. Their bats. They've got probably the best lineup in baseball, if not the second, tied with Dodgers. I would have
Dodgers,
said,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, if you can get to Sale early today, it's going to put the pressure on those bats to maybe overthink and swing out of their shoes a bit to try and come back from, let's say, a 5-6 run deficit. But I'm intrigued to see what they get out of Sale because he looked good in spring training.
No Harper today. No Stott.
And the whole Stott benching doesn't make sense to me. Harper, I get if you're a little scared, he might be banged up from going over the camera well. But Stott, they're benching him solely due to Chris Sale being on the mound. Well, Max Fried was on the mound yesterday, and Bryson Stott was the only bright spot in that lineup.
That's right.
So if you're benching him because you don't think he can hit lefties, you're sadly mistaken. I think it's just a day off, and it's another spot to get Whit Merrifield in the lineup, but I don't love it.
So, it's funny. We're talking about this, and I can just, I close my eyes, and I think of my interview with Robbie Thompson. And I asked him about when he makes these decisions, does he ever worry about the reaction of the fans? And he says, no, he says it's part of the business, part of the job. It's like he doesn't. So
Yeah.
he made a decision to bench Stott today, or sit him down. It's just, he's going to do it, and he's right. He's the manager, and it's his call.
2 straight days off for Brandon Marsh as well because of the lefties. And he honestly, he doesn't get as much credit for how well he does hit lefties. I understand you want to get Pache some at-bats, and you're going to platoon them for the majority of the season. But, we're 2 games in, Billy. I don't think we should be making these moves.
Settle down, guys. Settle down. We're only 2 games in.
Yeah, you settled down.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-29. Go down there, say hello to Jason. Say, Jason, the locker room was talking about you today. I saw him yesterday. He was making deliveries. And go down there and say hello to Jason. All right. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. I want to remind you that Captain Chucky's is hiring. They're closed today, but if you want to get down there and get a job for the summer, Captain Chucky's is now hiring. It's 609-905 Crab. Go down there and tell the John McCann and Kathy McCann the locker room sent you. That's 609-905 Crab. Captain Chucky's is hiring. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small. Can't wake up without it. Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that's all I really place. Randazzo's Pizza is what right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you run. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest.
Winning means keeping our community safe. I'm Hassan Reddick, linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. 59% of our adults report experiencing gun violence or know someone who has. Just like we focus on our training, we need to focus on proper gun storage.
Firearms should be locked out of reach of children and only accessible by you.
If you notice any warning signs of violence, speak up. Tell someone who can help.
Let's tackle gun violence together. Visit CamdenCounty.com/gun safety to learn more.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy? Totalmente. And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, at an amazing price with no contracts. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely. Totalmente. Find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay, plus taxes and fees. Discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See website for data management practices.
Yo, it's Cuz. It's here. Download the only sportsbook app I ever recommend. Bet Parks and get in on the tournament action. Live bet all the tournament games on the Bet Parks Sportsbook app. Bet while you watch the action. It's awesome. Parlays, teasers. You can make futures bets. So many ways to have some fun. New users make your first winning $10 sports bet and get $125 in sportsbook bonus back. Do it now. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Bet Parks.
Hey, it's Joe Conklin from Conklin's Comedy Night at Parks Casino, and I'm psyched to cheer on the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parks, the official local casino partner of the 76ers. Parks Casino is number one with the hottest live tables and slots, great dining and bars, and the best live entertainment in the region. Need a fun and exciting game day destination? Get into Parks to watch your favorite teams in the Liberty Bell Gastropub or the Beer Garden. Visit parkscasino.com. This is how you win. This is how you win. You want to roll? Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Hey, I can't believe that Nick Earnshaw beat my song, Roxanne. The police is, it
was a good matchup.
No, they're not even close.
I don't know about that.
17,
Two
18,
different genres. You're a little biased.
Just talk about the song itself. All right, by the way, did I tell you guys I'm number one in my pool?
Did you tell that?
Not on the air, but you've told us about like 4 times during the break.
You guys, I'm number one. I'm going to win. If put it this way, if Purdue beats Tennessee today,
you're in great shape.
I'm in great shape. I'm going to win this pool.
Yeah, you just so the
actually you did
know.
mention it on the air. That's right.
Yeah,
One
you
time.
did once. Yeah.
Well, I only did it once, but yesterday I let Carlin and Nick Earnshaw have it because they were actually in this bracket. 77 people. I'm number one.
Like you said,
it's impressive.
I just know basketball. I just know basketball.
You know ball.
I know ball.
You know
ball.
You know ball.
Did you guys find all your eggs today?
That's what I'm doing after this.
You gonna go look at an egg?
I'm gonna go look for some eggs. Easter Bunny
Egghead?
stopped by my mom's.
The egghead's going to go on an egg hunt.
Yeah, Easter's an underrated holiday for that.
Did you
know, when
find
you were a kid,
when's the last time you went looking for eggs?
let's see, 22, probably a decade ago, maybe 9 or 8 years ago.
Phillies today, Sixers tonight. Yesterday was horrible. Phillies lost, Flyers lost.
Can we just end the series on a
Can we
win?
just get 2 wins tonight on Easter Sunday?
I mean, the
It's been a
Braves.
bad week for Philly. Sports
Right,
in general.
it
The
has.
Sixers have lost like the last
Right.
4. Flyers have lost the last 4. Philly's 0 for 2.
I want to see.
Hassan
I want to
Reddick's
see.
gone.
Here's what I want to see. I want to see Ranger Suarez go 6 2/3. I want to see. I want the Phillies to win like a score by like 6-3. Solid defense, because you're not gonna shut the Braves out.
No.
Their lineup is too powerful.
Wouldn't it be ironic if this is the lineup out of all the lineups we threw out there this series
Right?
that wins?
No problem. He's got to do something. Shake it up. The Sixers, they're up in Toronto. Now, Toronto, I mean, I don't know, Toronto. What is Toronto? They're
Not good.
They're not. I mean, they're not.
They're already out of
lost.
They were without RJ Barrett and Quickly for personal
Right.
reasons for about over a week. Barrett lost his brother and everything, so they've been a little down manned, and it's kind of like a rebuilding year for them. They got talent, but they're not.
It's like the Flyers go into Chicago and get beat. You gotta look in the NBA. These are all professional athletes.
Without Embiid, there's no guaranteed win.
There's
right
no
now.
guarantee.
So the Raptors obviously have not had a great year, but who knows how we're going to play against them today?
Is anybody hitting a home run for the Phillies today, Andrew?
You know what?
We just told you.
I'm feeling a Castellanos.
I say
Easter
JT
Sunday.
Realmuto goes yard again.
Again?
Yeah.
You know who I like today? Christian Pache against his former team.
So keep in mind, they got rid of Jake Cave. That means Pache. They're going to count on him because he's going to get a lot of play.
I like Pache. I was fully in support of that move.
I feel bad for Jake Cave a little bit. He's on a contending team. They go to the championship series a day before the season. He gets traded to the Colorado Rockies, and they lose their first game by like 16 runs. He is a late addition to the game in left field when they're down like 16-1. Oh.
All right, boys. Great show today. How about that?
As always.
I got you guys some Blitz's orange juice, the freshly squeezed orange juice. It
Delicious.
juiced you up a little bit.
Got me ready to take on Easter.
All right. We want to thank Tommy Greene for coming in on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market in Ocean City. We'll have them all baseball season. We love that. Let's go Phillies. We need a big win today. 1 o'clock.
Let's go Flyers.
1:05 first pitch. Sixers tonight against the Raptors. Let's go Flyers. Let's go Sixers. Let's go Phillies. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Have a happy Easter, and we'll be back at it next week right here on 97.3.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Hey, Fly.